And now for real, Mikayla Sprague. What's new with Auros IQ? Yay!
Thank you, everyone, for your patience. So at Auros, we're constantly looking for ways to evolve our product and make sure that we're bringing additional value to our end customer. So I have the honor today of telling you about some of the more exciting or bigger enhancements that we've made in the past few releases. So I'll highlight 3 recent released enhancements. The first one is My Dashboard. Next, we'll talk about the updated assessment creation process, the Community of Practice homepages, and then we'll look ahead to what's coming in the next year or so in Auros IQ. So the first new feature we'll talk about today is My Dashboard. My Dashboard summarizes a user's work responsibilities in one central location. This feature was introduced in Auros IQ 14. You can see aggregated work in My Dashboard, so you can quickly view assessments and issues across communities of practice and projects. There's one-click access, so you're quickly able to open any assessment or issue that you can see in the grid in My Dashboard. There's informative metrics, so you can use real-time data to look at the completion of work and prioritize work, see what you have left to do and what you've already accomplished. Sorry about that. So My Dashboard is currently accessible from anywhere in Auros by clicking on the dashboard icon. And this feature is right now geared towards the individual contributor persona, so the people doing the work, the people who have the assessments and the issues assigned to them. We're currently evaluating enhancements to provide some additional value to project managers or team managers, people who may be listed as approvers on these assessments. So that's going to be coming in the next few releases. Building on My Dashboard, there's the updated assessment creation process. So this is accessible through a button in the My Dashboard feature. This was born out of a desire for consistent assessment creation regardless of access point, and we introduced this feature in Auros IQ 16. So the updated assessment creation process provides a streamlined user experience, promotes efficient knowledge provisioning across communities of practice, and you can access it by clicking on the Create Assessment button in My Dashboard. One of the cool features about the updated assessment creation is dynamic filtering. So based on privileges and configurations in community and with projects, you're able to filter down these lists. So for example, if you first select a community of practice, you're then prompted to select a project, but you're not going to get the full list of every project in Auros. Rather, it's filtered down to the list of projects that are enabled in the community that you've already selected. The third feature I'll highlight today is the Community of Practice homepage. This is particularly interesting to process architects and subject matter experts who are managing the process in the community and maintaining the knowledge base. So the Community of Practice homepage provides a central location to view key metrics and assets from a community. There's real-time reporting displayed, so you can review key metrics around Community of Practice and KPAC vitality, incomplete assessments, and active knowledge packets. The COP homepage also shows you visualized data, so you're easily able to identify trends, analyze risks, and recognize improvement opportunities. And there's aggregated assets here, so you can view all assessments and knowledge packets in the Community of Practice from the COP homepage. Looking ahead to what's coming over the next few releases in Auros IQ, as Josh and Tim mentioned, we're currently evaluating generative AI. So we're investigating 4 use cases in Auros. Asking about Auros IQ, so this is the co-pilot feature that was discussed. And then the next 3 fit into the querying the knowledge base category. So identifying KPAC content, identifying issue content, and asking about a document. We expect beta implementation of generative AI in Auros IQ in Q1 2024. The next thing we're working on is the document ingester, which is an AI-enabled tool that looks at PDFs and pulls out images and texts and helps you to automatically create knowledge packets rather than the manual creation process. So we're working on the import synchronization with previous imports and existing knowledge packets. So an example of how this may be applicable to you is in a requirements management workflow where you're given a statement of requirements from the customer. You use the document ingester to get those requirements into Auros, and then the next year there's a new program and you're given a new statement of requirements. Rather than updating each of those knowledge packets individually, you can use the document ingester again, and this feature will give you the ability to keep the knowledge packets that are existing, modify them, overwrite them, so just some additional flexibility for updating in the requirements management workflow. We're improving the AI-based tagging assist to appropriate metadata on ingestion and then simplifying the user experience of the existing document ingester. Additionally, we've identified a growing opportunity in plant floor operations, so we're working on some enhancements to support the plant floor applications of Auros IQ. Some of these applications are smart work instructions, human-machine interface, and operational audits. So just to give you a preview of the kind of enhancements I'm talking about, we're improving assessment offline mode. So this is something that exists today in a limited manner, and we're going to expand the feature to accommodate more workflows and add additional value to our customers. Another example is upgrading the software to enable touch. So you can, instead of having a laptop on a plant floor, you can use a tablet. So that would assist greatly in a lot of plant floor operations. So it's that kind of thing that we're working on in the coming releases. Any questions?
Okay, don't have any on the app yet, but we do in person. All right, great.
Will there be tablet connectivity? So someone on a plant floor could have a tablet and do an assessment offline and then bring it back like a construction buy-off checklist or something like that.
Yeah, so those are two separate enhancements, but they could work together to allow someone to be in a situation without Wi-Fi on a plant floor with a tablet and still executing their assessment.
Other questions? Okay, we'll bring a mic to you.
Thank you. Is the reference to plant floor operations a strong commitment towards like a tablet interface, like a specifically interface meant for tablets?
So I'm not sure the details of what the enhancement will entail, but our intent is that a user could evaluate the assessment similarly to what they do on a computer on a tablet. So it would be an enhanced user experience that would enable the full functionality of the assessment on a tablet rather than a laptop.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Yes. Thanks.
So with that new, the user dashboard, are there going to be changes to the user's My Stuff page? Now it seems like there's some overlap between those two things. Will we be seeing different things on the My Stuff page now?
So there is a lot of overlap in what we're doing. There are still some features in My Stuff that aren't yet incorporated into my dashboard. So we're not deprecating My Stuff without a plan to completely cover that functionality by any means. So currently there's no plan to get rid of My Stuff, but rather to enhance my dashboard to be able to do all of the things that My Stuff can, but with a little bit better user experience.
So you mentioned the statement of requirements and use of document ingester, right, to create CAPEX. Document ingester is available for some time. Can you elaborate the new stuff with the statement of requirement, and you can create CAPEX with that?
Yeah, so the biggest difference, while the document ingester is available, right now it primarily supports that first time ingestion. So if you have a list of requirements and you use the document ingester, you can easily get those all converted into knowledge packets. But then what happens when those requirements are updated? If you have an updated list of requirements, currently, if you were to put that new document in the document ingester, it would create all new CAPEX. So now you'd have a duplication of data. Rather, this is going to take a look at what's in the new document with new requirements compared to what's already in Auros, and we're going to make that comparison and give you the options to say, hey, these two CAPEX pretty closely matched? Do you want to replace it, or do you want to edit the existing one and not import the new one? So options like that to support the updates of requirements.
I do have a question from the app. How is the rollout of the generative AI feature going to be?
So I don't have a lot of details specifically about how the rollout will work, but I believe we're starting with the co-pilot. So asking questions, for example, who has permission to create assessments in this community, things like that that will help you with how to use Auros IQ.
Good, hot topic. Other questions for Mikayla? If not, going once, going twice, then we move right along. So thank you so much.